All
Thank
right.
you, John, and thank you
Yeah,
for
no
getting
problem.
emotional. I love that you're
Yeah.
you're open like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I can't help it. So,
Oh,
all right. Take
you're a true
care.
nerd. Yes.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna get out of here before you start seeing me cry some more.
Nerd Reactor, roll out.
Ming-Na Wen, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, John?
Good. Good. So yes. I think I want to start off with Karate Kid Legends. That title, Legends, and you are. I think you're a legend, and you are a Disney legend as well. So,
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. So I'm a legend in a different way.
and so in this movie, because you get to be with the other legends like Jackie Chan, and so what was that like? Just being in a room with just a bunch of legends everywhere.
We do very legendary things. We pat ourselves on the back all day long. No, I mean Jackie, I've been a massive fan of Jackie's for so long, and so to be in a project with him is such an incredible opportunity and experience. And now that I have worked with him and I've met him and befriended him, he is an even a bigger icon, and my fandom for him is now like thousands fold more. He's an incredible human being, and an absolute inspiration. And then, of course, Ralph Macchio and I have like crossed paths, like at conventions and different things. But and he's such a lovely gentleman. But to be in a film with the OG Karate Kid, I, it doesn't get any better than that. We really had a great time together.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure you had like goosebumps just being around that, just like the OG Karate Kid.
Yeah, yeah, and because we all were such massive fans of the franchise and love it so much, including our director Jonathan, we bonded immediately. We wanted to make sure that we were going to do this franchise and this new film justice and give it all our very best and all our heart. And I really hope the fans. Will take have a great takeaway from this experience of watching the
Oh yeah,
film.
and I thought I'm a fan, so I enjoyed this, and uh, there is a message with this movie about the two branches and one tree,
Yeah.
and so I want to ask you if you ever felt that moment where there was like a two different worlds that you feel like you're alienated from, but in the end, like wait a minute, this is actually the same.
That's a good question. Um, well, I think growing up as an Asian American, you definitely like you go to school and you're one person because you're going to this American school system, with growing up in white suburbia for me. And so, there's that person, that Ming-Na, and then you come home and suddenly, everybody's like talking Chinese, having very, uh, just eating Chinese food, just it's a very different environment. And I did used to feel like a separation of those two worlds, right? And one and the other didn't really mix very well or understand each other very well. And then as you get older, you learn to appreciate that both those experiences makes me, it created this. So if I can sort of like expand on that, we all share those experiences, whether it's a cultural difference or whether it's just an identity difference of who you are in one place and who you are somewhere else. And it's bringing those two worlds together so that you feel whole, you feel seen, not just to others, but to yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy how that is when you grow older. You start to just realize, like, you know what? It's like life's kind of too short for the whole kids being kids, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But that is sort of like I mean, because I have kids now, and I see them going through those struggles of trying to figure out who they are and it's a very natural process, and if you have great guidance and coaches like Ben Wong's character, Xiao Li has with these two incredible coaches and between Jackie's character of Dr. Han and Daniel Russo, um, that guidance is important to help you figure it out.
Oh yeah, and Ben Wong's character Lee, he's in this path, and he's trying to help out, but he's also trying to prove himself. And I see so much of Mulan in this character, but now you are kind of
Yeah.
like in the other side. But it's still cool seeing that, and for you being in this movie, seeing that path, and what was that feeling like?
I mean, first of all, I love Ben. He is such an impressive kid. He is a great, just the next generation of talents. I'm so excited to see where his career is going to go. Um, I don't know. I think it's interesting that you say that his journey is similar to Mulan's, but it is. I mean, Mulan did it out of love for her father and wanting to protect him. Um, I think Ben's character is trying to overcome his grief and sense of guilt. And, my job as the mom is to sort of, one, protect him, but at the same time, allowing him to do what he loves so that he can overcome those issues that he's dealing with in the film. So, yeah, that's interesting that you say that. Huh. Love. I think, yeah, that because it's sort of the coming of age kind of stories.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like just let them do their thing, and but
Yeah.
guide them too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They whether they know it or not, they do need the guidance. Yes.
Yeah. And for Ben, I was wondering if you were able to guide him behind the scenes.
Hmm. Um, he's a pretty put together dude, I have to say. It's very, he's got this incredible quiet confidence and so hardworking. Um, I don't know. I think we clicked and we contributed to each other with humor, like yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I think his parents did a good job. He
all right.
he figured out a lot of stuff himself, you know. And he
Yeah.
is a little bit older than the character that he's playing, but that's all of us Asians, We always play a lot younger because we look a lot younger.
So yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
then, so
to our genetics.
does that mean like you'll come back to, because one of my favorite movies, like guilty pleasure, Street Fighter, and Chun Li, will you go back?
An older version of Chung Li, why not? That would be
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Chung Li as a mom.
And I guess
Oh,
for
that's
that, I
cute.
want to ask you, like, fondest memory of being on the set for Street Fighter.
Oh, well, it was my first big film project, and I'm working with like a mega star like Jean-Claude Van Damme and an iconic actor like Raul Julia. I didn't know much about the game at the time, but I just knew it was going to be a big film, and it was my first big like female lead. I was excited about everything from the training. I mean, we trained intensely for that project, and I think it really did help me for my future roles as Agent May and as Fennec Shand. Uh, but I don't know. It was goofy. It was fun. An incredible adventure to be overseas and shooting and working with these like very popular characters.
And then last question I have, just Mulan
And I am
character.
bummed that I don't do any fight scenes having Jackie Chan in the room
I
with me.
know.
I know.
Yeah.
Jackie and I need to do another film where I kick butt.
Karate Kids Legends Part 2. And
Yes, Dr. Fong starts taking classes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so last question. Mulan, a character that's beloved by so many and still now and the future too. And for you being a part of this, what is it like for you just getting to be in this world where it's like, people still love it, and then video games would come out and then Mulan's back, and then maybe like, it keeps going.
Oh, absolutely. I think I just voiced another project that Mulan's involved in. I don't know if I can say or not, but it's wonderful. It's such an honor and it's such a privilege, and the gift of her character to the world as well as to myself. It's incredible the kind of impact that she continues to have, and I'm really thankful that she exists because she has had such a positive impact for so many people. I mean, I have fans coming up to me and crying because uh, uh, Mulan has done so much for them, as far as just being able to figure out their own strengths and their own potentials. So it's a wonderful synergy between
Yeah.
fans and
Yeah,
actors.
I'm getting emotional just hearing this story. So,
Aw.
but Ming-Na, it's been a pleasure chatting with you, and yeah, I can't wait for Karate Kids Legends to come out, and people to just enjoy this movie.
Yeah, just have fun. It's a great summer film.
All
Thank
right.
you, John, and thank you
Yeah,
for
no
getting
problem.
emotional. I love that you're
Yeah.
you're open like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I can't help it. So,
Aw.
all right. Take
You're a true
care.
nerd.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I'm gonna get out of here before you start seeing me cry some more. All right. Thank you.
All right.